So let's get on record that memorizing the answers for any ACCA paper is not going to help you on there,
No.
first of all, okay? The first key thing you've got to get written down is that in all the exams, they're looking for you to apply back to the scenario. So within these long questions or long written questions of anything from 6 to up to 20 marks in some cases, you can't just learn the textbook answer. It has to be applied back to the actual scenario and the requirements on there. So there are two key areas you need to be aware of. The first one is understanding in the requirement what are the key terms and the directions the actual marker is looking for you to answer. And if you want to break those up into maybe headings or specific paragraphs, because the key point here is you are then answering the question they are asking for versus answering the question that you want to answer, which will be that thing you've memorized from the book on there. So that's the first thing. Then you're going to say, right, okay, if I know all this stuff out of the book in these big long paragraphs, you need to find a way of breaking that down into triggers or buzzwords, as I like to call them, that I would always have in my old ACCA notes. I haven't got any books to hand on me for a show and tell, I'm afraid, Alan, but it would be a case of, from a paragraph like that, I would write down 2 buzzwords on the side that I'd remember the buzzwords, and then I'd back myself in the exam from my professional competence, and I understood the syllabus as well. But I'd remember the buzzwords, I recognised in the requirement what the topic they were referring to, and then I'd be able to write about it, applying back to the scenario. And that, for me, was one of the best ways so that you could pick up on as many marks as possible, answering as well the full requirement so that we hit the 400 marks in the paper. So I hope that's all right, Alan. That would be my sort of explanation.
Yeah.